This tiny Ontario village sits at the highest point of an entire canal system, and most people have never heard of it. So I drove into Westport not really knowing anything about it. No idea when it was founded, how many people actually live here, or what this lake even connects to. Turns out this place has a meteor crater, the first store of its kind in all of Canada, and it sits at the literal summit of the Rideau Canal system. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this little town should be on your list. So this is Westport, the west end of the upper Rideau Lake, and I mean small, like 600 to 700 people total. The name isn't some marketing thing, by the way. It's just geography. The port at the west end of the lake. That's it. Well, almost. There's a bit more to it. Before it was Westport, this place had a couple of other names. First, it was just called the head of the lake, pretty much on the nose. Then, in the late 1820s, a guy named Stoudard built a sawmill. And around the same time, the Menard family built their own sawmill and gristmill. So for a while, people actually called this place the Menard Mills. It's not until 1841 that the two local merchants, Chambers and Cameron, renamed it to Westport. West end of the lake, simple as that. But here's the part that actually surprised me. In 1832, the Rideau Canal opens, and suddenly this tiny mill town has a real water route all the way to Kingston, to Ottawa, to Montreal. And this actually answers something I was wondering when I first got here. How far can you even get from this lake? Turns out that the upper Rideau is the highest point in the entire Rideau Canal system. So from right here, the water flows through a lock system into the big Rideau Lake and eventually all the way to the Ottawa River and the St. Lawrence. So this tiny little harbor that's here, boats are passing through here by the thousands every year, heading to both directions. Look, through the 1840s, 50s, and 60s, a big wave of Irish immigrants came through here, a lot of them fleeing the famine back home. They built Edward's Church here in 1859, which is still standing today. And here's a random one for you. Cheese was actually a huge industry here. They'd ship it by steamboat to Kingston, load it onto the rails, onto Montreal, and then from there, it'll go by boat all the way to England. The rail line that ran through here actually got its nickname the Cheese Run. I love that nobody talks about this. Now this is the next one that I did not see coming. That outlook up on Foley Mountain called Spy Rock, that cliff exists because of a meteor. An actual impact about 500 million years ago, just a few kilometers from here, and it caused an earthquake that sheared off a chunk of the mountain, and that's the cliff you're looking at right now. Small town, generally wild story. Okay, so here's what you're probably actually wondering. What is there to do nowadays? Well, there's a Life is Good store right on Bedford Street, and this one's kind of a big deal. It's the first Life is Good in all of Canada, opened back in 2008, still independent, still family run after all these years. Now, for food, the Manila Bean for coffee and pastries, and don't forget ice cream. You got the Fourneau's for sourdough pizza, and generally a massive cinnamon bun. Now, there's a vineyard where wine is made right on the property with a wood-fired pizza to go with it. There's Westport Brew Company with a patio right by the harbor, and the Cove Inn if you want to eat looking straight out onto the water. Honestly, the whole downtown is like 2 blocks. Everything is independently owned. You could walk the whole thing in about 20 minutes, which maybe I could have done, but I was just driving through and somehow I ended up here. And this is where it all kind of comes together. And I think at some point, as I was driving past some of these businesses, I thought I had saw Eamon and Beck from their YouTube channel. Anyways, maybe they hopped into the get a drink, or maybe they went into the hardware store, because I know they're working on their cabin or whatever. Anyways, this is the Life is Good store that I was kind of talking about a little bit earlier. It's a pretty cool store. It's I love their product, Life is Good. It's just good quality, and it seems to last forever. This is such a cute town. And I talked to a couple of people as I was kind of in and around. I actually stopped in and I got a coffee and I got an ice cream. And honestly, it is a hidden gem. It really is. I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere, but it is somewhere to somebody. But if you're not from here, it feels like you're in the middle of nowhere, because maybe you are, maybe you're not. But I'll tell you what, if you're thinking about coming to move here, I'm sure you'll make a few friends. It's a pretty neat little place. I got out of the car here and walked over this bridge down to the docks, and standing there, it clicks. This is the top of the whole canal system, this little harbor in this tiny village with about 600 people. And it connects out to Ottawa in one direction and all the way down through Kingston to Lake Ontario in the other direction. That's a wild place for something this size. So this is Westport, a small village, way bigger story than you'd expect. And if you're ever driving through Rideau Lakes, it's worth the stop. Westport is such a hidden gem, I'd rather not even tell you about it. I'd like to kind of keep it a secret. You know, it's that good. As I left the town, I just had these thoughts going through my head. You know, maybe I should have stopped in and tried to find Eamon and Beck. But you know what? They're YouTubers. They probably don't want to be bothered with somebody else coming up to them. They probably have enough people as it is. So that's why I kind of just kept on rolling. And, you know, YouTube is kind of a funny thing. It's kind of like you become a little bit famous if you have a really, really big channel. So sometimes people kind of, you know, scream your name and say, hey, how are you? How are you? And you know what? Sometimes it kind of freaks people out. I tend to stay to myself. Yeah, I don't really like to bother anybody. If people see me and say hi to me, that's all good. But I try to not make people feel uncomfortable, so I didn't want to bother anybody. But like I said on my YouTube channel here is, you know, I always like to get out and explore and see new places. And hopefully the next video that you see up on your screen right now is something that you'd be interested in checking out. And I'm always continuing to make more videos, explore new places, and discover what, you know, Ontario has to offer. So like I always say, get out and explore. See you on the next one.